All right, our last step is to talk about some of the resources that I haven't provided instructions for. The first one, of course, is the IMS content package. Now, I don't think many people who are new to Moodle are going to be doing this, but IMS content packages are very cool. You can do multi-tiered testing, question and answer sessions. But you need an IMS content package instructor. Now, there are free ones out there available online. If you go out to the Moodle website, they'll actually direct you to some places where you can do this. But for my money, the IMS content packages, while they're nice, they're just not very time friendly, I guess is the best way to put it. They are very effective, and if you're going to teach a course totally online, I would strongly suggest you do the IMS content package. The other function that we have not talked about is folder. Why would you want to display a folder? Well, if you remember, when we create files, it allows us to create folders as well. And if you've got a number of files in a folder, you can display the whole folder to students. Okay, and what that will do is when you display that entire folder, if you had a series of worksheets in one topic, they could click on the folder and then they would view all the worksheets and they could complete them one at a time. Why would you want to do this? Well, if you're an online teacher, it's obvious. Students need to complete certain tasks, 1, 2, 3, 4, throughout. Also, if you don't want to talk to your students, I guess, would be another good reason not to do that, or to actually do that. But the folder function is something that I've used very, very rarely in Moodle. That's one of the reasons why I'm not putting it in there right now. But if there are a series of worksheets that you want students to complete, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can put them all in one folder. You can display that folder for everybody else. You name it, give a description for it, and then, of course, down here, you can actually choose which folders you want to use and which files you want to put in that folder. That's not what I want to do right here, so that's all good. The last resource we'll be talking about is the page. Page is very, very simple. A page is basically, rather than you giving them a worksheet or directions, you can simply click on page. Alright, and then I put my description in here. Go down below, page content. Now this is actually what the student will see when they log in. And as they view the page, you can put a number of questions, everything else. What's nice about Page is that Moodle runs it. So it doesn't matter if your students have Microsoft Word, Open Office, Pages, whatever it is, it's all run through Moodle. So you take out the whole problem of whether, the students have the application to run it or not. So you do that, you put through there. You can still do, enable, allow access from, and to. You can put your grading conditions in if you want to, and then I can save and return to course. And the page will show up. Whoops, jumping on me a little bit. Click on my page. And here comes, these are my directions, which is exactly what I typed in. So Pages is a way to communicate information to your students that doesn't require them to download anything or put anything in Microsoft Word or anything else. So those are the three functions that that I have not covered. The IMS packaging, there are programs out there that do that. It is complicated, probably not something that the first year Moodle teacher is going to want to look into. But as you get more and more comfortable with the program, definitely something that you want to look at. Folder, again, that is something that's great if you know you're going to be out for a week because you're really sick or family illness or something like that. You could put an entire folder on Moodle and tell the students they have to complete the activities as they go through it. Also, if you have like AP classes, I know with AP students we tend to be a little more trusting, right or wrong. You could put a file out there and say you need to complete all these different assignments for this particular novel or this particular chapter, and they can click on the file and see what assignments there are. Or and then finally the page, which is very simple. It's just written text format. It's not a label because they have to click it to see it, whereas a label, of course, is visible to you on the main page. There's no clicking involved at all. So there you go. There's the 3 areas that I haven't covered. Hopefully it hasn't caused you too much stress or discomfort. But I just didn't think for beginning Moodle that those were things that we really needed to look into. But maybe as you become more comfortable in using Moodle, you'll want to look into some of those aspects.